All right, there we go.
Look,
Yes!
yay!
Everything's looking good. I cannot believe we
Awesome.
actually kind of sort of started on time today. All right. Good evening, everyone. It is 9 p.m. on the East Coast, and we can't really get started till I pop open this Coca Cola.
Because it should already been done. Let's go.
Oh, well, I got to make a production out of everything. Anyway, I'm Lonnie,
I'm Amberlicious.
and we are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. And we are live tonight with special guest Poetic Steam Hippie. Welcome,
Yay!
welcome back. We've actually interviewed
Thank
you a
you.
handful of times. You're like
Yeah,
one of
two
our
or three.
favorite people.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
It's like to the point we don't even have we don't even have like a script or anything
Well,
when it
no,
comes to
because
talking
we
to us.
No.
follow her, so we know what questions to
Yeah,
ask.
like I don't like. It's just like it's like, hey, it's
Totally
time to
improv.
talk to her. Let's go. So here we are.
Yeah. Have a good time.
Oh, so we talked to you towards the end of last year.
Yeah,
Um,
November.
yeah, this is the first time we've talked to you in 2018, and
Yay, New Year.
so what have you been up to since the holidays and the first of the year and all
Oh
that?
man, a lot. I had I had to get a tooth pulled. I had my second surgery to fix the girls, and that's going well. And then just went to Omni Expo this month. Went to the Ren Fair a few times, and other than that, just been trying to work on cosplay, but been mostly focusing on the marketing side since I've been busy with helping family and working and doing all the life adulting stuff.
Yeah.
So you do real stuff. You don't just do cosplay all the time.
Oh, of course, but that's another reality.
Hey, yeah, of course. We,
Right.
we can't be burdened with the real life stuff all the
I mean,
time.
who wants to talk about that for real
I
though?
know. Well, no, some
Like,
people might
Exactly.
want to know, you know, I'm sure there's some people in the chat who'd probably want to know, her home address and the kind of car she drives.
right now, oh my god.
um, so, actually, those are the same cat ears that you had last time we talked to you, aren't they?
Yes,
Well,
I
aren't they the
only
same cat
wear
ears
them
in
for
this
special
picture?
occasions. Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
we
even
got
see
you
you had
on
my
the
picture
couch.
hung up. That's
Yeah,
so awesome.
you were actually on our wall.
Uh, he says our sound is low. Brian
Is
Lane
it
says
me?
our
Okay.
sound is low.
Yeah, I actually turned the volume down. I'll tell you what we're going
Like
to
I
do.
asked you not to.
Yeah, but you think are we echoing? Is
We're
Poetic Steam?
obviously not echoing because they can't hear us.
Okay, so um, where was I going with that?
But
Oh,
anyway, so yeah, we were talking about.
yeah. Speaking of the picture up there, that was like my Christmas present this year. Was I got like a couple of photo sets? Well, one was like it was like a you had a buy one get one free
Yeah, she had buy
Yeah.
one get one free,
special. Yeah, and
and I picked out the other set for me. I was like, ooh, two birds with
That's awesome.
one stone.
our lighting is not looking good.
Are you okay? Oh, okay, yeah. We didn't turn all the lights on. We're a little dark. Oh, that's much better.
Soup.
Just don't put it in
I
my
know I
eye.
have my
Alright.
lampshade off and I'm like,
Gotta love some of
blinded
those
myself over here.
good quality technical glitches. Um, there's always something we have to fix live on the air. Always.
Anyway.
We still haven't gotten past that. The
It'll
Tradition.
be okay. It's trademark at this point.
I was gonna say, yeah,
the
the Facebook page has been going now for next month will be 3 years, and
Woo.
the YouTube channel's been going for about a year and a half now, and God, we still, yeah, it's like I think if we went perfect from now on, it wouldn't be us. So yeah,
yeah,
we're to
because
that
we're nowhere
point.
near
Wouldn't
perfect.
feel right.
Have you ever had like some kind of horrible glitch or some kind of mess up in a photo or something that you're like, let's just let it go?
Yeah, it happens sometimes, and sometimes it's just like it works, or it's just really funny, so you just want to show people anyway. So
Yeah, that's true too. Sometimes it works out in your favor.
yeah, the derps, the accidental derps sometimes are the best.
It's like some of those
Hmm.
things that's it's like a screw up, but it gives it personality.
Yes, exactly.
Anything like that ever happen in cosplay?
All the time, man. I mean, just little details, things. You're just like, oh, I messed this up, but this is what I got to work with. So you make
Kind
it
of
work.
go
You
with
do
it,
what you
yeah.
can with what you have. Like that's what I got to do. I don't have a bunch of money to buy resources and supplies over and over. So you just got to work with what you got.
Have you ever
Hmm.
taken like this? This is how some filmmakers have they'll leave like a little stamp on a movie or something, like a little detail thrown in there that you got to really watch to catch. Have you ever like done like a cosplay and put some kind of like little
Personal
detail,
touch in
maybe
it.
something that wasn't screen accurate or something
Yeah.
that you're like, that's just my little personal touch here.
Yeah, it's your take on it.
Well, not I mean, I'm pretty sure that I've done it with something that I've made, but one of my signature things that I usually have is not part of a cosplay. Sometimes it does actually work with the cosplay, like for death, it worked with death, but I always have my ankh ring on, and I always have this ring on. I just don't take them off no matter what. I've done it only maybe less than a handful of times, maybe 2 or 3 times have I taken them off for a photo shoot or a
Okay.
cosplay. So
Okay, so just about every one of your photos,
You'll see the ring.
yeah, the
you'll
rings are
you'll
going to be
see
on
that
there.
you'll see the yeah, especially the ankh ring. It's like I'm
Cool.
slightly obsessed with Egyptian culture. I'm sure I've mentioned that before.
Hmm.
5 of my tattoos are Egyptian. So
Yeah, I'm totally down with that. Like, I get that. I
Yeah.
think didn't we have the whole Egyptian? She did. She said, we talked about it.
yeah, I'm
Yes,
sure we
we've
did.
talked about
I
that.
can absolutely relate to the whole Egyptian thing.
But
Because cats.
oh yes, definitely worship the cats. But speaking of tattoos, I got a new tattoo
Ooh,
like less than 2 weeks ago.
exciting. What'd
So
you get?
Is it
I
something that can
got
be shown on the air?
what?
I said, is it something that can be shown on the air?
Well, yes, it can be shown on there. I just have to move myself.
Yeah.
But I'll show it after I say what it is.
Okay.
It's my first official nerdy tattoo.
Okay.
And it is Deanne's Serpent Sin of Envy tattoo from Seven Deadly Sins.
I'm sorry, I wasn't looking. I was looking at the chat. I wasn't listening. I wasn't
Oh, I
listening to
haven't
what
showed
she
it
said.
yet.
Well, why did you look at me like that? What?
Have y'all seen the anime yet?
No,
What?
we've. Oh God, don't even get me started on anime.
Anyway,
Um,
no.
I watch it. I don't want to say too much because there's no such thing, but all the time. I watch it all the time. So
oh no, I want to see. We're gonna start watching anime this year.
can you see it?
Well, kinda.
All right. It looks
That
nice.
is very interesting, and the
Yeah.
views just spiked.
It's funny. Well, the reason I was like distracted by the chat is because Meowstick is in here and says I saw Hippie and joined.
What's going on?
That
I
is
got a new
awesome.
subscriber to my
Yes,
channel.
we did.
so thanks.
We a couple of like you
Oh,
joined.
Did you get a subscriber for your channel?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
Oh, sweet.
yeah. Tyrannosaurus Rex.
That's
That-
Brian Lee.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, he is in the chat right now.
Yes.
Let's see.
Love him.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh yeah, you have already been in the chat under
Mhm.
your account. Cool. So that gives
Yes.
people a really good way. If you want to subscribe to Poetic Steam Hippie's YouTube channel, she is actually in the chat, so you can look
go,
around.
yeah, go look at her and
Yep, check
subscribe,
that out.
which
and
is probably what
subscribe.
Brian did. Let's be real.
I am here.
Yeah,
I'm here.
and
But I love your Steambox Saturdays. I love to watch you
Thank
open
you.
presents. It's so fun.
Oh.
I'm like, that's
And
so cool.
speaking of subscribers, I feel while we're kind of early in the interview to let everybody know
Yeah.
that we are giving away a Nintendo Switch. Once we hit our 1,000th subscriber, we're going to be giving away a Switch, and all you got to do is hit the subscribe button on our channel, go to unnprizes.com, and send us a screenshot there showing that you subscribe. And
Good luck, everybody.
a winner
I hope
will be
Right.
announced.
It's not
on
gonna
the
be long.
huh?
It's not gonna be long.
It won't be long. We have less than 40 to go.
Mm-hmm.
We will be drawing a winner the Saturday Night Crew broadcast after we get our 1,000th subscriber. So,
Yeah.
whew, seriously, can't wait for that.
Ryan said he saw your Tina cosplay and subscribed immediately.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
That was a really good cosplay. I really liked that one.
Thank you.
Now
Like,
your death, we actually featured your death day before yesterday.
Yeah, I believe so.
But I missed the tag because Facebook sucks now, and
Oh.
I can't. The notifications, it's like nothing. They don't show you anymore.
That is true.
That sucks.
And it's like I have to physically go to my shares and my mentions every once in a while to see like who's shared, who's mentioned me on other places, and
that's what we have to do.
Have to what?
Especially when you have a busy channel.
Yeah.
You know, you get
it
like
should
a
just
lot of...
pop up. Boop, that's what I want to see pop up. Like,
yeah. So,
I have very few notifications on. Those are the ones I want on.
you know, I guess we got to discuss the good and the bad. What have you noticed, like, since the last time we've talked to you, Facebook being a little more stingy with their audience retention and stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure. I've had much better luck on Instagram in the last, say, 3 months, compared to Facebook. My Facebook's been kind of like leveled out, gain a few, lose some, you know, kind of just stalemated around a little over 5K. But Instagram has just been up. And even though it's gotten worse for a lot of people, just for me, it's been better for Facebook. It's just been so. But I do the same thing on each. I haven't changed what I do because, like, the algorithms, they're going to do whatever they want. I'm going to do what I want. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Who sees it, sees it. Who doesn't, I'm sorry.
That's kind of like what I was thinking. There was like, you know, Facebook sent me to the page. They were like, hey, you know, this post has only been seen by like 300 people. It could be seen by 3,000 more people for just $10. And I'm like, why would I pay $10 for that little bit of a reach? I was like, I can understand if I'm like Coca-Cola or Apple or something. But like we're, you know, a page that's less than 100,000 followers and doesn't get any income whatsoever. Why?
But they suck people in like that because people like big numbers, and to some people that is big numbers. They're gonna be like, oh, well, if I can just spend $10, because for some people $10 ain't nothing.
Yeah.
You know, me and you were like, oh, I'm not paying that.
Exactly.
But
I
$10
know,
is $10
that's
to
dinner.
them, and they just spend it, and they're, oh, well, let me put a little more with that. That and people are lazy in general.
Yeah, I mean, I'll admit I did pay. I paid like a $10 ad like one time like a year and a half ago, and it did nothing. Like it.
Yeah.
I did not see any difference. Like we got lucky with one post. What, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago?
Yes, that anime
and
post.
it reached like 1 million people.
Noah posted.
Nice.
It was really good.
Yeah, congrats to Noah for making that post. You're Kitty?
Yeah, Kitty.
Oh, God.
Oh, I missed it.
Seriously, though, like, I've never paid, but I've gotten a few of the, I think, $5 or $10 coupons that they give you to use for free, and, you know, they don't charge you, but they've never done better than what I've done with my own organic reach.
Yeah.
So it's like, there's no point, really. It's like, you're not gonna reach.
It's a waste.
Exactly. Just, it's not worth it. Not worth it.
Somebody complimented your Bulbasaur throw in the chat. It is really cute. It's
like
really,
my
really
beautiful,
cute. I like that.
my beautiful baby.
I will say, Brittany B is in the chat. Says, hey, everyone.
Brittany.
My Bulbasaur has a pet.
Brittany's the one who talks.
Oh, that's my friend Timmy.
Yeah. Okay, you know
Oh,
Tim.
holy crap.
Okay. You know
I
Tim.
think so. Maybe. Is it Timmy?
Tim,
He's the only person I
Timor
know that goes
888.
by Timor.
Timor.
Timor, Shade Slayer.
Now, yeah, Carlos Velasquez says time to let go of the old Facebook, time to move over to Instagram. I don't like
But here's the thing.
if
Everybody moves over there, they're going to do the same stuff over there.
yeah
Don't
because
tell everybody
Facebook
yet.
owns Instagram.
Really?
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, they do now. It sucks. But speaking of social media and something that I haven't went public with,
Okay.
Oh,
um, y'all know about the new social media Vero?
yes, we actually have a page, but I've done nothing with it.
I've
Okay.
never heard of it.
Well,
So.
I had one too until they deleted it without saying anything to me.
Really?
Without a warning, without a, like a strike one or informing you. They literally just deleted my page. Okay. And their site is 17 and up. And even though, of course, no one reads all the damn rules and guidelines, apparently, like, they don't allow. I posted a couple of my Cheech and Chong pictures that showed butt, nude butt.
Yeah.
No boobs, nothing, just full nude butt. But still, that's what they deleted it for. They sent me an email. They said, we don't allow fully exposed buttocks. They said that my account was suspended, not deleted. Those two are not the same thing, but my account is deleted. It is gone. They said that they remove posts that violate the terms, yet one of my friends on Vero could still see my post, but it said anonymous, and my account was no.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is Vero is actually stricter than Facebook because
exactly, and Instagram.
Facebook, as far as I know, your bare photo is still up and doing well
on Instagram and Facebook. One of the pictures is the same one that I posted on Vero, and then there was another one that was a little more exposed, but still only just showed butt.
Yeah.
But yes, so it seems that way, but also that they are kind of liars because they're saying one thing and doing another. You're saying my account is suspended and you remove posts, but yet you did not remove the post and you deleted my account. And they also said in the email that they will allow certain forms of nudity if it is artistic or educational. Modeling and cosplay is artistic. So, and they also included that we don't allow, advertising of sexual things like that. And I'm like, I'm not advertising that. I don't do that. That's not what I do. That's not what's happening here. It's just some bare butt in a cosplay lewd photo shoot. So.
Now, I want to. It was brought to my attention, and I've got to address this. The thing we were talking about yesterday.
Do you really need to address that?
Yeah, because
I'm still not happy about that.
I mean, I'm not saying specifics here.
Okay. Well, I mean, because, her reply back to your comment basically said she didn't say that, but that's exactly what she said.
I want to, I'm not going to name names. I actually don't even have any names about the cosplayer in question.
Yeah.
You may know them. Crap, it might even be you for all I know, but I haven't heard anything.
I doubt it. I think we would have heard about that.
It was brought to my attention yesterday or the day before.
Yesterday.
That there was a cosplayer who had a Patreon who offered basically similar to something like what you do. They had
they had nude photography.
Yeah, they had nude photography on some of their higher tiers, and someone had paid for those photographs and then leaked them for free on a sharing website. And the woman in question was really upset about it and tried to take legal
Naturally.
action, whatever. But they said that, well, they're online. There's really nothing you could do. You technically don't have a copyright on these because you're just sharing them on a social media platform. And even though somebody paid for them and there was like an agreement there, they're still free to share those. And so, even though there's no copyright involved or anything, I likened it to like a book somebody writes or a movie or a music. I mean, let's take the nude photography like completely out of the question and just look at it for what it is. It's somebody's intellectual work that they have
But
been
that's
selling.
just it. That's the point. They ain't looking at it like somebody's intellectual work because they're nude.
Yeah. Oh, so
that is the problem with the situation. Because they're nude,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Can I get your thoughts?
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate when these things happen. I don't know if it's happened to me. I hope it hasn't. But when it comes to Patreon or any kind of exchange of money for anything nude art, adult work, sex work, anything like that of nude and beyond, whether you consider it art or not, it's it sucks. But there's like almost like a mental contract that you have with your Patreons or with people that you are giving things to or people that are purchasing from you. It's just there's almost like a kind of trust that you have. When people break that trust, then you don't associate with those people. You don't sell to those people anymore. So most people, not everyone, there's a lot of people that will just give and share and do whatever they want because, oh, I bought it, it's mine, I can do whatever I want with it. But a lot of people I find, they buy it, it's theirs. They don't want to share it. They're stingy, they're greedy, they want to keep it to themselves. And those are the people that you can trust, oddly enough. So it's weird. It sucks when it happens. It happens to a lot of people that I know it's happened to. I hope it hasn't happened to me. But, if it does, I don't put anything out there that I wouldn't want to be seen or show up somewhere. So it's like, if it shows up, then so be it. Whatever. I own it. I did it. That's me.
Right.
Nothing can change that.
Well, the cosplayer was upset because she was losing money, is what she felt like.
Naturally. Absolutely. Yeah, and that sucks. It's not cool.
People seem to think of something like that as a victimless crime. The same with like movies
Piracy.
and music and stuff like that. Yeah, piracy.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like,
not true.
It's like we make it a point, we may not be rolling in the money. We make it a point. We bought your photos. We didn't go like looking for like the free Google images or whatever. We bought those.
Right.
We, instead of pirating all the Marvel movies, I went out and spent like $80 on a Marvel Blu-ray box set so we could watch them. It's just stuff like that.
Yeah, it's really nice.
We need
marathon.
Nerds in general need to support because people look at it that way, and like let's say they were selling those photos for like $20 a set, and somebody who had the money lined up, or you had half a dozen people who had the money lined up who were going to pay a total of $120 to this individual, and then all of a sudden they see this photo dump online. Oh crap! I don't have to pay for that anymore.
Yeah,
that's the first thing.
Exactly what happens.
They're not going to be like, oh well, I'll still pay her the money. No, they're not going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and be taken advantage of.
I had, like I said, I've got, friends who think this, and I don't agree with it, but there seems to be a growing, if not just massive, thought process where people are like, well, you put your nude photos online.
That's what you get.
That's what you get. Like there's the thought process.
It's victim blaming.
That is not how that happens.
It's the thought process of the people who had, photos like that on their phones, and then the cloud got hacked and they were spilled. Oh, you should have
yeah.
known better than to take photos with your phone. You should have known better than to have them on your computer.
Because, there's something wrong with that, and there's not.
Not at all. But like, if someone had photos like that under their bed and somebody broke into their house, made off with their jewelry box, they had a bunch of those photos, and they were distributed that way, were you going to say, oh, you shouldn't have had them under your bed where somebody could break in and...
Right?
And there are people in this world that are going to say that.
That is true.
I mean...
But, I don't know. I'm kind of getting worked up now to the point where
That's why I asked you not to bring it up.
Okay, I'm good now. I'm good. The shakes are disappearing. I'm mellowed out a little bit.
I just can't.
Yes, the touchy subjects. Yes. I was very mad about my Vero account, and they still have not responded to my replies and my help request. And it's been, I don't know, 5-6 days, something like that. So I already deleted the app on the phone. I'm probably not gonna, even if they respond. The only way that I will go back is if they give me my account back.
Yeah.
That really makes me, because, I'll be honest, we already have too many social media accounts, and
yes.
like
but
Facebook,
I liked how it worked. But
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, YouTube counts. And then I've got this Vero, basically, to where I could claim the Untitled Nerd Network name in case it did explode in popularity. We've already got that. And I could be like, oh, here we go. But yeah, to see that they're stricter than Facebook kind of gives me reason for pause.
Yeah, it's very,
or the
very
simple
odd.
fact that, they've blocked your account and whatever, deleted it, but they still got your post up using it, promoting their site without your name. That's just are
I'm
you
sure
serious?
that's in the fine print.
It is, unfortunately, and that was another reason why I was apprehensive to join it in the first place. Basically, no matter what, our stuff is yours, or your stuff is ours.
You did post initially when people were promoting when it first hit and became semi-popular for that week or so. If I'm not mistaken, I did see you express concern about some things in their terms of service.
Yes, before I joined, I waited and did a little more research and stuff, and and people's argument were oh, well, it's Facebook, Instagram, they all say the same thing, but theirs was just a little bit different. To the point where if your account is deleted, then the stuff is still yours or theirs. Whereas other Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, as far as I know, if your account is deleted, they don't have a right to anything anymore. So that was just one of the things. I was it's a little iffy, and that you can edit and use and do whatever you want with my stuff, and it's a little touchy. So yeah, after this, I'm definitely not gonna return. It was a nice app, the way it worked and everything, but if they're gonna run their stuff that way and be very shady and not even respond, and not give people chances, then not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I've turned to now I'm just got Facebook. Instagram is where I'm the most, aside from Patreon, and now Twitter, because Twitter really is adult only, and you can post uncensored pics there. So
do I follow you on Twitter?
I don't know. But,
I don't know.
I mean, I posted
an
uncensored preview today, so.
I'm actually going to look that up, because we'll take this opportunity to promote your Twitter.
Yes.
What is that, by the way, since I'm entering it into my phone?
Yes, about 2 months ago, I updated the tag name. It is @Steamy Hippie. Whereas the old one was PSH_Dara. I always kind of hated that.
I remember following that now.
Yeah.
Because it was different from your...
Exactly, because Twitter has that short character, limit. So when I discovered Steamy Hippie as a shortened name for my name, I was like, oh, it's perfect.
It is perfect for you. I'll
So
agree.
that's also my Snapchat, by the way,
Oh,
Steamy
okay.
Hippie, which I don't use Snapchat as much because it hates me. But
Oh.
I am already follow. Whoa. Um.
Oh, you telling yourself on air. Shame,
Yeah, I
shame,
couldn't
know
even
your
help
name.
it. Okay, well the phone's going up for a bit.
So what are some future cosplays you're working on?
Oh yeah.
good point, because he lost his train of thought. So
Yeah.
good job.
That's my job.
What is in the works right now? I am working on Hunter from the anime Bikini Warriors. If you have not seen it, it is hilarious. Each episode is only like 5 minutes long, and
Huh.
it's 12 episodes. It is a parody of RPG video games and just your quintessential, um, girl armor.
Yeah.
So,
Or what they claim is girl armor.
um, so they wear bikinis. It's hilarious. But yes, so you should check it out if you haven't seen it. I am doing Hunter. She is not one of the main characters. They're all named on their like classes. So you have fighter, mage, paladin, dark elf, hunter, Valkyrie.
Okay.
So yeah, but it's hilarious. So I'm working on that off and on when I have time, and I am currently having Deanne tattoo. Deanne from Seven Deadly Sins commissioned by Bob and Weave's Costumes.
Okay.
She is awesome. And I can't wait for that. And then soon, hopefully, I will be able to start the hammer and other props for Deanne. So the commissioner is making the bodysuit and the boots, and then I'm making the hammer and the gauntlet and boot armor and whatever else I need to do. So yeah, she's one of my dream cosplays. So other than that, that's what's being like currently worked on. Future stuff I have planned for this year specifically is my like super kawaii Harajuku style Suicide Squad Nico Harley Quinn.
Oh,
I
cool.
know that's a mouthful, but
I can't wait.
yes, and I actually came up with this awesome idea for the weapon. It's gonna be, instead of a bat, I'm doing like a flail, like a ball and chain morning star.
Cool. All right.
So it's basically going to be like a spiked ball of yarn on a chain.
That is great.
So, yeah. Oh. And the yarn's going to be, blue and pink, and, it'll be a little bloody and stuff like that. So I might be working with a prop maker on that one. I was going to make it, but he approached me and he's like, if you have any ideas, I was like, okay, let's do this. So hopefully we'll be able to do that, and then it'll be badass, and I'll get to, support him and advertise for him and stuff. And so that'll be really cool. And other than that, I really am aiming to finish Dryad Soraka from League of Legends this year. It's the one that is like my number one dream cosplay, aside from now Star Guardian Soraka. God damn it. But I can't make that. That's another one where the dress is going to be commissioned, and then I'll make the props and shit. But yes, so I hope to finish Dryad Soraka, which has been on pause for like 2-3 years now. And those are the major ones that I have planned this year. And if I have time towards the end of the year, I really want to do an armored Gnar from League of Legends. I've already made the ears, and I have like a lot of people like Jessica Negri and a bunch of cosplayers that have done Gnar, like do the really cute, like the brown fabric, like bikini and loincloth and stuff. And it's really cute, but I just like really want to do an armored version that's just like full of bones. So, yeah.
That sounds awesome.
I have to give you kudos on probably my favorite cosplay of yours over the past 6 months, and that is the Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, Yes, the easiest cosplay is
That-
somehow my
That's
best
probably
cosplay.
your most simple cosplay, but it's really taken off.
That had
I
the
know.
weirdest effect on me. Because,
A
He
lot of
was
people,
like,
a lot of
I
people.
didn't know I liked that.
yeah,
Until
I
now.
did not
I didn't
know.
think I didn't think Tina could be sexy. I never thought I would be attracted to Tina. Like, these are comments that I've gotten. Like, I'm like, I didn't do anything to make her sexy. I'm like, I just must exude sex appeal or
You
something
do.
because, like,
You really
actually
do.
I'm literally just Tina.
That's the first Tina I've ever seen somebody do. I've never
Really?
seen like a real person dressed up, and I was like, I was sitting there. You know how like they say there's like the what is it the seven stages of, or I can't remember exactly what, but that was like me. I was sitting there looking at the picture, and I'm like, I'm feeling several different ways about this, and I had to kind of sit down and speak to myself and come to terms with what it was.
Speak to yourself. Anyway, Beowulf's in the chat. Hello, Mr. Wolf.
Dear God.
Yes, I mean, I had a few, I don't remember what it was. I think it was a post on Instagram or a specific selfie that I posted on Instagram and Facebook where a few people were just like, you look like Tina. And I wasn't cosplaying Tina or anything like that. And I was just like, okay. And then I got this black wig that was for Catwoman, I think. And it just works for Tina too. And then I was like, I'll do it. And because people wanted me to do it so bad. Like, I watched the show. I'm not a giant fan. I like the show, but like certain characters are really annoying. So it's like a love-hate thing. I fucking love Tina though.
Yeah, she's awesome.
So,
the photo that people are looking at down
I
at the
can
bottom.
relate.
I'll wait for it to like cycle back through. You were wanting to talk about. You said this is like a new photo of a new set you have coming out. The bunny picture that you sent me earlier.
Oh, my bunny unicorn.
Yeah, I'm gonna like if I interrupt you.
I saw that earlier.
If I interrupt you in a second, it's gonna be just me going, "Hey, that's it right there." But yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah, it's a new reward that I started a few months ago, but never made it like an official like reward on my tiers for Patreon until recently. But every month I do a selfie set. So this month's selfie set was, I didn't want to do like a direct Easter theme, but I wanted to do like something cute in pastel colors and, you know, a bunny. And then I remembered I had a unicorn horn and that I haven't used, and I'm like, this is glorious. It looks good with my wig. So yes, I'm going to do a unicorn bunny. So I did a unicorn and then the unicorn bunny. So it's only $5 to get the selfie set. And another reward that I added recently was a selfie drop, which is a folder full of all the selfies that I take throughout the month, behind the scenes, not just selfies too, videos, GIFs, whatever I make. So like there will be selfies from today's shoot. I have selfies and pictures from the Yoshi Gamer Girl shoot. And actually this month is the month that I put all the Bob's Burgers photos that we took at Omni Expo and the Dub Smash videos. Those are all in the selfie drop folder this month for just $1 on my Patreon.
I need Yoshi photos.
I was getting ready to tell her that's my favorite.
Yoshi!
Is the Yoshi Gamer Girl set. That will probably be the next set I get. It's really cool. It's my favorite.
I will say, like, you know, we have so many, like, cosplayer friends. And, you know, as, you know, with all of our products that we get for the channel and everything, you are one of the very few people that I feel is, like, above and beyond where we, like, yeah, we're going to spend money on her.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that is like we're really really like we're talking to you, interviewing you for the channel and everything. But like first and foremost, we're really big fans of yours, and like
Something special.
I'm actually I'm actually thinking about maybe towards like maybe the second half of this year. I really, really want to try to get you as a guest for Con Nuga. So I'm gonna probably around September or October, right when we finish Wizard World, I'm going to like start a petition and try to get people to sign it to get like Todd and the folks at Con Nuga to be like, yeah, Poetic Steam Hippie.
I mean, he's already mentioned your name while we were there this past year. Yeah, I'm having you on as a guest, so
yes,
that'd be awesome. I would love that.
Because we've got like a couple. We've got you, and are you familiar with our cosplayer of the year hashtag?
Hashtag cosplay?
I think so.
Hashtag cosplay. I didn't know if
she did the pyramid cosplay that did so well on our page.
Nice.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But she's going to be doing Wizard World with us.
Yeah, Wizard World in Montgomery, and then we're trying our best to do something down in your neck of the woods to where we can have you as a guest. Like even if a con doesn't have you as a specific guest, we want to have you at our table. Like I would love to be able to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Single Sarah's here, just FYI.
Hey!
She's in the chat.
Hi.
Now, speaking of conventions, you are actually guesting at some, or at least one.
Three,
okay.
So far.
I didn't know the exact number.
That's 5. I don't, maybe my universe is telling me something. 5 maybe? But 3 so far. Yes, this year I am returning back to Southwest Florida Space Con, and that is in June, the middle of June. I think the 13th and the 14th, or the 14th and the 15th, something like that. So I'll be a guest there for the second time. I also got invited back to Necronomicon. That is in October, towards the end of October.
That sounds like a creepy place to me.
That sounds awesome.
It's a small con, but it's been around for over 30 years, and it is very themed around writing and obviously horror and science fiction. So it's a really cool little con to visit. I'm really hoping that I can afford to make it there, because I got invited, like literally the first time that I got contacted by a con and got invited. It is a new con this year. It's going to be in Orlando, and it's called Orlando Pop Culture Expo. It is very LGBT friendly. Part of the proceeds are going to be going to LGBT fundraisers, especially those that help with the people affected by the Pulse shooting.
Oh, okay.
So definitely, get out and support that. So I will be a guest there. It is actually my hope that I have the time and resources to create I want to do a Rainbow Dash cosplay for.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so freaking awesome.
Probably gonna buy that set too.
I love Rainbow Dash, and I just love rainbow stuff, period. And it's a cosplay that I've wanted to do for a long time. So hopefully.
That'd be cool. Yay. I like that.
But as far as other conventions that I have put in an application to be a guest at, if you would like to see me a guest at these conventions, then please email them and let them know that you want to see me there, and that's a higher chance that I'll get accepted. They are MetroCon, Tampa Bay Comic-Con, and Holiday Matsuri. And whether I get a guest spot or not, I plan to be at those. So
that's I can actually tell you, as far as like sending emails and stuff, there's an old thing, like, and I'm not insulting anybody, but the internet as a whole is typically fairly lazy when it comes to
Very
like
true. Very true.
filling out forms and clicking links and stuff like that. If you can take the time to support your favorite cosplayer by sending a con an email, like one email equals like 100 people because they don't really get a whole lot of traffic in that respect. So what little bit you do is going to count that much more towards somebody you want to see at an event. Like if I could, I just had the feeling that if I were to get like 100 people to sign a petition saying bring Poetic Steam Hippie to Conuga or whatever convention we're doing, I have the weird feeling that that would be all that would be needed. If you show that much of an interest, then
they're gonna be like, hey, people actually took the time to email us, let's have her on.
Exactly, that's right. All it takes is a few words.
Yeah. There's, I mean, really, in the world of, you know, because, you know, nobody's getting rich. Well, most people aren't anyway. But in that world, just, you know, that, you know, and, you know, especially when you have a fan base that doesn't have a whole lot of money, promotion and exposure is some of, you know, the best things that you can do because... Especially with you know, like we were talking about Facebook and Instagram and different social media platforms limiting your reach so much that when people do interact, it counts that much more.
It really does. It absolutely does. And the people that interact on a regular basis, it just helps even more. And to add to being a guest, we don't get paid. Some guests, higher up people, famous people, really, really, you know, famous cosplayers, people that are invited and they, you know, get paid, but it's very rare. You know, I don't get paid. I've never get paid. The most that I've gotten was a free pass for me, a free pass for a friend or a helper, and a free table. You know, we don't get paid for travel or hotel or for our time. Like I said, very few people actually have that status where they get paid for that. The most people get is their travel and expenses covered. But like I said, when you're on my level, we don't even get that. So it's like I'm still having to pay for travel and hotel and do all this stuff. But in the end, it helps. In the end, it pays because you're getting, you know, your name out there more and you're doing everything you can to spread the word and meet more people and interact with the fans that you already have, which is, you know, key. You know, that's why I want to be a guest, so I can interact with my fans and those people on a more personal level other than just through the internet. I don't want to be a social media personality. I want to be myself and a cosplayer and a model and just a funny, weird hippie girl.
And the fact that you're so cool and down to earth is the reason that we've had you on our channel like 3 or 4 times already. You're one of our regulars. I mean, seriously, we feature you like half a dozen times a year on our page. I mean, we can always feature you every month. You don't have to enter just ever so often.
I know. I just, you know, I forget. You can share whatever you want.
Single Sarah says that the con that you mentioned to support the pulse shooting sounds awesome.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Orlando Pop Culture Expo. And it is in October as well. And it is the week before Necronomicon. So that's going to be, I've never done like a back-to-back thing. So it's going to be really hard. I just, as long as I can afford it, that's all that matters.
That was the thing.
I will make it work.
But like whenever you're in our shoes, like money is a really big issue because I hated it, but we were actually...
Love you too. Sorry.
I didn't know what was going on there. I was like, oh God, what's happened?
No, I was saying good night to my mom.
Like we were actually like this close to going to a convention like in the next month or two. You know, we had gotten a table and everything. And then like I started looking around at hotel prices and it was like anything remotely close to the convention was like $200 a night.
Yeah, that's
and it was
crazy.
a 4-day convention, so that would have been like $300 nights, and like we still would have had to pay for tickets and everything. Like even if
Yeah.
we'd have gotten free tickets and free food, it still would have been a $700 trip.
Yeah,
And
it's
so I'm
crazy.
like, ugh,
Yeah.
that's not good.
We just
Especially with
couldn't do
just
it.
a couple of months' notice, you
Yeah.
know. I'm like, yeah.
Could not
Yeah.
do it. Well, I mean,
Exactly.
it doesn't help matters. I mean, I'm sure the hotels are more during a con anyway, but it was also a holiday weekend,
Yes.
which stacked it up even more. And it's like,
Where like your normally it was like $130, went up
Yeah.
to like $228. And I'm
Yep.
like,
pretty much. And I was
not
like,
gonna
Yeah,
happen.
not a thing.
that's why like you have to get tickets at hosting hotels because they have the con rate. Because I mean, like the reason why I haven't been able to go to like out of state cons or some of the bigger cons even here in Florida, like SuperCon and stuff like that, is because one, they're really far away,
Yeah.
and two, even with travel expenses, the hotels cost so much. Like trying to get a hotel for Dragon Con, if you don't get one of the hosting hotels, which I tried to book one in February, and all 5 hotels were sold out completely.
God.
Rooms gone, sold out in
I believe that.
February. I'm like, that's 7-8 months away. What? And then everywhere around there was like 200 up, and I'm like, but thankfully, I found someone that lives nearby that's gonna let me, a friend of a friend that's gonna let me and my friend stay with them, and they're gonna drive us to the con and pick us up, so we don't have to worry about
Oh, that's
being
nice.
unsafe
That is
or
super.
anything like that.
You
So
got lucky.
Now I do
yeah,
want to take another opportunity here before the end of the show to let everybody know if you're in the chat, if you're watching the video and you haven't subscribed to us, hit the subscribe button. We've only got 36 subscribers to go until we get our 1,000th subscriber. And once we get that 1,000th subscriber, we're going to give away a brand new free Nintendo Switch to one of our lucky subscribers. So to do that, hit the subscribe button and then take a little screenshot with the phone and then send that screenshot to unnprizes.com with, I think, your name and email address. That's just where we can get a hold of you should you win. Because nothing would suck worse than you winning and us not being able to get a hold of you.
I know, that'd be
Right?
horrible.
It's happened.
It has happened.
We actually gave away a
it's
loot crate
happened to
one
me.
time, and the dude sent me a message about 4 weeks later and was like, "Hey, can I still get the loot crate?" I'm like, "Man, we had to give that to somebody else. You never
Aw.
answered your email." So that sucks. So if any, like, I would seriously kick myself in the face if I were to miss out on a $300 Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I'd kick you in the face if you missed out on that.
So, in the next immediate couple of weeks, what does Poetic Steam Hippie have going on?
Work, I think.
All your
Wait,
stuff
maybe
is like,
maybe not. I think we're good on work for a while. But once summer hits, it's gonna be people in and out, constantly cleaning rooms. But no, I'm gonna do my best to work and get as much progress done on Hunter, and if I have enough supplies, start my stuff for Deanne, because yeah. Although Hunter is supposed to be for Dragon Con, so I'm getting an early start on it, but there's a lot of pieces to make, as skimpy as it looks. There's a lot of pieces, and I'm literally making the majority of it from scratch, so yeah,
oh, nice.
I'm excited.
That's awesome.
Now, I gotta ask, I'm sure we've asked you this question probably every time we've ever interviewed you, but you have an aspiring cosplayer come up, and they want to know how to make it to your level, how to be popular. What do you tell them?
Goodness. First of all, I would start by telling them it is not a popularity contest. That is very important. If you think it is, you're in the wrong place. And if that's how you treat it, you need to get out of this place. But no, like, first of all, I'm not even on a high level compared to a lot of people that I follow and am friends with. But the best advice is to just be yourself. Be honest, be open-minded, be thoughtful of others, Do not tear people down if they do something that you do not like or agree with. Just ignore it and move on. Let people be happy. You be happy. That's all that matters. Literally, just
Boy,
be
that's a
happy.
life lesson in itself. That that's not even that can be applied to anything really. That's awesome. It's good
Tis true,
advice.
and thank you. Very insightful sometimes.
Yeah.
You ever hear one of those stories that is so odd that it can't be true, but you're pretty sure it is true?
Yeah.
Neo Beowulf just said in the chat, last time I was at Dragon Con, I walked out with like 12 swords.
Believe it.
You know that was probably true.
I'm thinking it was. But number one, I didn't think that he had ever attended Dragon Con. But maybe he probably has. Number two, I do believe that if he went,
He would come out with 12
probably
swords.
walked out with a dozen weapons. Do you own any
You gotta
swords?
take them somewhere.
Do you own any swords?
I do not own any swords, but I do own a brass metal pipe hawk. It is a tomahawk and a pipe.
That's
Neat. That's really cool.
That's doable. That's okay.
Doable.
It is awesome. I don't know where it is right now. I think it might be on my table, but yeah.
Now, really, probably the most important, hard-hitting question of the entire interview, I'll save for last. In 2018, will you cosplay Jubilee?
Gosh, Beowulf called
Oh
it.
boy. If it is,
Beowulf was
sponsored,
like, he's going to ask about Jubilee. He said that earlier in the chat.
Did he seriously?
Yeah. He
God
sure
almighty,
did.
yes he did. He said
if
something.
it's sponsored, because I've had to cut
sponsored.
down my cosplans a lot this year. Like I have a big long list, but I've had to really just focus on a few that I really, really want to get finished. If others can happen, that's great. If not, then I'll have to save them. But it's just because of how, everything that's going on in life that doesn't do with cosplay that is preventing me from getting as much work done as I would like to, and to just funds, even though everything is constantly increasing, so is other things like bills and taxes and all that bullshit. So it's like, you just gotta focus and balance everything out. But yes, cosplays can be sponsored, and I will do them. They are sponsored.
Steambox Saturday.
So, I'm curious, like, I'm going to have to make notes. So, like, basically, like, if I were to buy the costume, I could get a photo set.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Put all that mess away. We'll talk about this later. I can't.
yes, well, I'm actually, I'm going to upgrade, or I guess upgrade, kind of switch back to the way it used to be. My highest tier on Patreon, which is $100. It used to be a cosplay sponsorship tier, and I got my Snow White sponsored that way. And then I switched it to like choose your own cosplay theme photo shoot thing. Which was basically if you want to sponsor something new, you can, or you can just pick what I already have to choose from and go that way. But I'm going to change it back to the cosplay sponsorship type tier. But instead of letting people choose, I'm going to have a list of what I want to do that I feel I can buy or purchase or make with the amount of the tier, which is probably going to be 200, 250 maybe. And then that way I know that I can get everything that I need for the cosplays that are on the list that you can choose from. So I'll have a big long list once I have time to make all that, and I will add Jubilee to the list.
Yay! We'll add it to the list.
All right.
Monty's like, we can end this right now.
I have to look, but I think I have to like look up. I think I might have a wig that would work for her. Maybe her hair's black, right?
Yeah, I mean, holy crap, you could just about go with the hair you have.
No.
I mean, she's
They're
had.
all
Said, what
different
kind of
colors
fun
in
is
it.
that?
Yeah, true, I guess. But there actually
Okay.
was like the 90s, late 90s era where she had the longer hair with like the flat bangs, but yeah, I guess she's always been known as the shorter hair.
Yeah.
Okay,
the
so
glasses and everything.
so looking at her, I think either the black wig that I have for Tina and Catwoman, or the other black wig that I wore with my little Valentine's bat um,
Mm-hmm.
selfie set. That's kind of like more crazy and poofy. I
That
think
is
one of
that
those
it?
would work fine.
So like we've got pictures scrolling across. I'm like, is that the one she's talking? Is that one?
But yeah.
So yeah, I think I have a wig that would work for her, and yeah. So
All right. You know what? I hate to do it because we have like double digits in the chat right now, viewing.
Double digits.
But all good things must come to an end.
They must.
Yours.
I do have time. I mean, I don't care.
Yeah. I do want to know. Like, we need to take the time at some point. You're on PlayStation 4, right?
No,
You're not.
I can't afford a PS4.
Oh, you have the older set. You have like a PS3, right?
I have a PS3.
Yeah. Okay. Because I couldn't remember. I knew you had a PlayStation of some kind, but I couldn't. Okay, never mind. That whole idea went out the crap. So. I was gonna like
play
invite you on
Monster
for
Hunter World together. I'm sorry.
PC gaming, maybe.
I don't have a PC laptop or desktop. I mean, a gaming one. I have League of Legends. That's all.
Like, I wonder if Fortnite would play on your PC. I don't know, because like we just now got a new PC, like a new laptop, and found out that it can play some AAA games on decent settings. And so now I'm like kind of looking into PC gaming here and there. Just kind of.
Yeah, I mean,
that kind of
my
opens,
laptop was like $400, so I doubt it.
Well, it opens up possibilities. People that are like, oh, I'd hate consoles. I'm PC. I'm like, well, we have PC now.
I like it all.
I know, me too.
I just don't get the time to game that often because, like, I always end up like watching anime and stuff, or playing or playing stupid games on my phone because it's like I can play for a little bit instead of getting entrapped into a story for like 4 hours and then I'm up all night. So it's like kind of a responsibility thing. Why I don't play as much video games anymore because I wouldn't get anything done. But it's like I want to finish the games that I have, like BioShock. I finished 1, but I need to finish 2 and 3, and Final Fantasy 13, and all the sequels to that, and yeah.
Now, since you were kind enough to say you're going to add Jubilee to the list,
oh well, let me do that before I forget. Go ahead.
I have to ask you. I'll let you have some input on us. What anime should we begin with?
Yeah, what anime do you recommend us starting with?
Okay, what are some of your favorite animes? Let's start there, and then I will.
Don't ask Lonnie because he's never really watched anime.
I've watched the first half of Attack on Titan season 1, some Pokemon, and like the first 2 episodes of High School of the Dead. That is it.
Okay, well, I watch Pokemon, but I haven't seen the other 2, Attack on Titan. I don't think I would like, so I kind of like abstained from even trying it. The other one, High School of the Dead, I know it's very ecchi and fan servicey, but yes. I also haven't seen it.
I watched about half of it and I thought it was really good. High School of the Dead.
Okay. Also, I'm not big on zombies, but I am big on fan service.
Is that the one? Is High School of the Dead the one where the girl dodges the bullets and they like wave in the air and dodge the bullets one at a time?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure that was it. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
But
oh boy. So okay. My favorite anime, first of all, number 1 favorite is Fairy Tail.
Yeah. I've watched it a handful of those episodes. My son has watched the first season probably 12 times because it's on Netflix.
exactly. I mean, there's like over 270 episodes.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you want something shorter, if you like, what's your favorite genres? Like, just in general, like movie genres. Like, what do you like? Like fantasy, sci-fi, horror, like comedy.
I
Uh,
like a little bit of everything.
I
So
like I like zombie stuff. I like space exploration, and I'm a really big fan of like end of the world, post apocalyptic, nuclear war, everything's gone to crap
Oh
drama.
shit! You should read Ready Player One. I just read that book. It's amazing.
I've been
Not
seeing a lot of people read the book since the movie came out, and they're like, "It's a great book. Everybody read
yeah.
it."
I got it in Loot Crate and I finally read it. So, but yeah, anyway, that's not anime. Okay, into the world stuff, right? Okay. I'm going to suggest High School DxD,
Okay.
Sword Art Online.
Yes, I've watched a lot of that too. It's good.
Um, but definitely High School DxD. It's a high really great in-depth story with high fan service. It's angels and demons and all that shit.
Okay.
It's cool. Um, I could recommend like every anime that I've watched. Um,
I will say here's the thing. You've referenced this a couple of times already, and I didn't know what the term meant until about 3 weeks ago. Believe it or not,
oh god.
define fan service.
Oh, fan service, ass and titties.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, pretty much.
Okay, not necessarily, but like panty shots and just a lot of but it's not just visual. It's also what they say or what the characters do. So you might have a girl that's really shy, but secretly she's fantasizing about like every guy in the classroom and stuff like that. But no, but yeah, nudity and just really sexy girls in general. So that's what I like.
Brian Lee said he just started Sword Art Online, so
That might be because I've been hearing a lot about that.
it's good. What
Um,
I've watched of it's good anyway. I've watched like
but
a
then
handful of
again,
Oh,
episodes.
from what I've seen, a lot of people like Sword Art Online. Like I'm part of a lot of like anime groups on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one of the really popular ones that
Mm-hmm.
people like to crap on.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know,
I know, yes. Yes, or some people are like season 1, yay, season 2, boo, and I'm like, can't you just like all of it? I like all of it, but whatever.
Right.
Another one, No Game No Life,
Hmm.
um, because it's very smart. It's very smart. Most of the anime that I watch is fantasy. Like that's my main genre is fantasy and fan service.
Yeah. Of course.
So I like a lot of like magic and fantasy and like stuck in another world or stuck in a video game type anime, that stuff.
Hmm.
there's
Or and Monster Girls. Oh my god, Monster Girls.
what's I've heard a lot of good things about Full Metal Alchemist.
Haven't seen it.
I
It's a class.
I've
It's a
watched like one
classic.
episode, but I can't really judge a show in one episode.
The only
So.
thing I know about it is apparently a girl gets turned into a half dog, and that seems to be one of the most popular things to get at people or to piss people off that I've
Huh.
seen.
Mm.
Like that, it's
I
just one
mean,
of the things that really strikes. It strikes such an emotional chord with a lot of the people on our Facebook page that
oh
I'm thinking there might be something to this because it's consistently one of the higher rated memes. If we ever find,
yeah.
from what I understand, like the dude tries to bring his sister back to life, and I could be butchering the story, but apparently he screws up and merges her with the dog,
Oh God.
and she's like half dog, half
Interesting.
human, and only survives a day or two like that and then dies again.
That is awful.
Like, I can't.
Oh my god.
I think, like, I could be wrong,
That is
but
so
that's
sad.
really close to what happened, as far as I know.
I assume there's alchemy involved, but I could also be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes anime titles really have nothing to do with the anime itself.
True. That's true a lot of times.
Devasso the Great says hello, UNN and Poetic Steam Hippie.
Hello.
And on that note, it's about time to call it a night.
Yes. Do you want to like give out all your social medias and
Please
all that,
do.
where we can find you, or where everybody else can find you? We know where to find you.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yes, you can follow me, Poetic Steam Hippie, at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, which it is free to follow on Patreon. You can create a free account and follow as many people as you want and not pay a dime and still see all my free posts, which usually are not the same as what I post on social media. Sometimes it is. And there's also like a Snapchat feature on Patreon. That is sometimes free as well, depending on what I post. And I'm also on Snapchat sometimes, kind of.
Kind of. That's great.
No longer on Vero, sorry.
I think.
Oh, and YouTube, obviously, YouTube. You can subscribe to my channel right now.
Yes. We've actually already had some people in the chat that did. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Devasso, what the crap. Yeah, I hope he's just joking.
He is joking. He's making
Do we
a
get
joke.
any like legit questions from anybody?
Nah, that was
Everybody's like making random comments, and
yeah.
Devasso was trying to make a joke that he thought you were Sarah, and he was like, she looks different for some reason, maybe because she's in a different room. I was like, har.
He's hilarious. What would we do?
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Who's to
I wish
say?
people would ask questions.
I know, we didn't have as many people ask you questions this time.
A lot of the people in here are like
Our
regulars
that show up and watch us.
Yeah, like they
ask some non-regular questions.
a lot of the people here like pretty much already know you.
Yeah, because they've been on, so it's like, we'll watch her again. We'll just watch them hang out and have a good time.
Yeah.
Like, if there's anything you don't know.
Oh, yeah, Sarah's going to be on the Westworld stream with us tomorrow night. Have you seen Westworld?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Brian Lee did
I
ask
have
the
not.
question.
Isn't it on, like, HBO or something?
Oh,
but I don't have...
Yeah. It's on HBO. It's what's going to be taking over our Sunday nights after Walking Dead goes off.
Cool.
Really, really good show. We're actually playing catch up on season 1. There's like 10 episodes in season 1. And we're...
Oh, okay. He did ask.
Yeah.
I didn't see
con.
that. Yeah, what is your favorite con?
That was like one of the first questions. What is your favorite convention to attend?
It's kind of a tie between MetroCon and Holiday Matsuri, because they're just both so great with the people. It's very people oriented. It's not just come here and buy our shit oriented. It's very, we're going to have a lot of shows, a lot of entertainment, not just random, not just the same panels in the same dealer room. There's just a lot of different stuff that they have compared to the other cons that I go to. So, yeah.
Okay. Give you a chance to shout out some of those awesome conventions.
Ooh.
Do you have some conventions that you have some conventions you like attending more as a fan, and then other conventions you like attending more as like a cosplayer guest?
Yes, I like to attend smaller conventions as a guest, because I feel it's less stress. It's easier to get in there, and to experience that, and gain the confidence to guest at a much bigger convention. So I like to start small and eventually move my way up. But more than attending more conventions as a guest. I don't want to do that all the time. I would like to be able to afford to just go to more conventions and enjoy my time. Um, but conventions like Holiday Matsuri, like I really would like to be a guest there. MetroCon, if I don't get a guest spot, that's okay because it is like my favorite con, and I do kind of just want to enjoy it, but at the same time I want to get guest spots at some bigger conventions to get my name out there more. um, but yeah, definitely some of the ones I like going to the most, I would rather, just go to and enjoy and be able to afford everything and not have to work.
Yeah, yeah, I totally get that.
Because it is a
Because
lot of
we've been
work.
on the both
More than
ends
people
basically.
know.
All right. Well, what we are going to do, we're going to do the same thing we did previously. We're going to play out with our theme song, and then we will talk to you for just
Hold
a
on
bit.
1 second.
Whoa.
Brian Lee said, I've only been to DragCon and Chattacon. I would like to attend others, but I don't really know where to go. You need to come to Connuga, sir.
Or Florida.
What are you talking about?
Well, he's local to us, but
We
I would,
want to go to Florida to con too.
I would travel to Florida to see Poetic Steam Hippie.
Yeah.
I probably will travel to Florida to
We
see
will.
Poetic Steam Hippie.
It's on the list.
You gotta wear that shirt.
What?
Or
Are you talking to me or
Is that
her?
a flying
Not
hat
me.
on your shirt as a unicorn?
Oh,
Yes.
I've got so many cat shirts.
We're both wearing awesome shirts.
Look. I know, mine's plain. She ain't talking about
Oh
mine.
yeah,
Let's
I
get
am
weird.
totally down with that.
I love that.
That was actually funny because when we first did Skype before the show to do sound checks and everything, that was basically the view I had when she popped up, and I was like,
Yeah.
Good evening.
Like,
All right.
hello. How you doing?
And the viewership just spiked again. So,
Anyway.
all right,
Hi, guys.
well,
All right. We gotta end this because it's like 20 after.
It is.
I gotta go to bed.
We try to keep it at an hour. I'm good with 20 minutes of overtime, especially when we have such an awesome guest.
Yeah.
So
it's time to chill.
Anyway, we will
Sorry.
see everyone tomorrow night for our Westworld Season 1, Episode 7 review. It's really getting good, everybody. The series is really ramping up. We will deliver a live, spoiler-filled review live on our channel, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 8:30 or 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Then remember, Thursday night, UNN Live at Infinity Flux. Myself and Lindsay will be making our return to the live show. Friday night, we're going to be reviewing live Age of Ultron.
Mm-hmm.
And then Saturday night, Ant-Man. And then Sunday night, it begins all over again with Westworld and The Walking Dead. Something every night. But anyway, thank you again, Poetic Steam Hippie, for coming on and being a guest again. It is always a pleasure. Trying to think of what else.
Win the Switch, y'all.
Win the Switch. Yes, subscribe to that channel.
I want to win.
Subscribe. Yeah, I mean, you're eligible.
She's subscribed. Now all she's going to do is send a screenshot to unnprizes.com.
Hey.
I'm pretty sure.
All right. Well, we're going to play our theme song, which is Make the First Move by Radio Cult, who also performs at Connuga. Mm-hmm. And we'll see everyone tomorrow night. Thank you again, Poetic Steam Hippie. And we'll see everyone tomorrow night for Westworld.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
I got my neck in the news.